Bear with me for a little bit. I'm trying to figure out if I can actually get cameras physically outside or not here. I can get the camera to the garage door, and that is about it. Dang it. Okay. Time. I'm also trying some testing for being able to see both Twitch and YouTube chat on this computer, but I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be working or not. What just fell off the front? Oh, the camera I set up there. Might need that. Alright, so bear with me. I'm wondering if this program needs to be started the moment it's live, maybe? Huh. I'm just trying to figure out how this social stream program is supposed to function, because I am not using any kind of chat anywhere. Maybe I sent you the wrong channel, maybe? Or do I have to put like an at Malic? Maybe that's it. Still not seeing anything. Oh, okay. So that doesn't function. Hey, Mom, how you doing today? Sorry, I'm still trying to... That's weird. So, right now I'm in my garage. What I'm trying to do is, because I am simultaneously streaming on both Twitch and YouTube now, I'm trying to experiment with programs that allow me to see both chats at the same time. The problem is they don't seem to be working properly, so it's being kind of irritating. One second, I gotta find something real quick. So where's my wireless microphone thing? There we go. Hey, Stuart, how you doing today? Also, please let me know. I do have an air conditioner running in the window right here. I might need to actually turn it off here in a moment, though. Need to throw a bunch of shit away here. A bunch of wire. Wire doesn't exactly keep the integrity of a bag well. It decides to just poke holes and shit. Bundle of wires going down there for now. I'll deal with that later. Once this bag of trash is better filled. So yeah, I have been unable to really do a bunch of streams recently because I have just been feeling like absolute ass. Back has been hurting. All the problems with the nerves regrowing and everything. But I'm on pain medication now. I'm on a bunch of pain medication. So right now, I'm somewhat functional, which will be fun. Can't hear the AC. Shows you how good my filters are. I legit have a microphone filter that if I step into a room and I be completely quiet, and then I click a little button, it builds a noise profile for the room, and it essentially takes all those noises and cancels them out. So the fact that it was working that well, that's awesome. However, I did just turn it off. Let me now build a new noise profile for this room, minus the AC, because it is still a little bit, it is quite cool in here now. Oh, that's not it. There it is. Hold on one moment. So this is with the old noise filter, Let me rebuild it now. And this is the new one. So it might pick up more frequencies of my voice now. I haven't really been able to do much cleanup since it became, spring and then summer. So I'm now at the point where it's like, okay, now it's time to clean this shit up. So, yeah, I have no idea if the YouTube chat is even functioning or not. Yeah. So you're just going to see me, like, essentially this stream is just to kind of talk to you guys and while I move a bunch of shit around, essentially. Lots of cleanup. One big thing as well is I got that, which we're going to kind of explore what was in it, possibly have to fix one of the casters on it. Oh, I forgot about that. Wires too. I have like 5 new hammers. So, yay. And if I can get some stuff cleaned up, we might end up pulling the Miata back in here and doing a bunch of welding on it. So, note to self, move the gasoline outside when I go to weld, because I don't want that to be around sparks. Just mess every frickin' where. I need to get a new compressor for this. The motor's fine, the compressor section, the piston rod broke. So that's another thing I gotta fix. I really need to weld like a handle onto this thing or something. One moment, I gotta go grab something else. All right, got me some gloves so I don't wreck my hands. Pause music. Volume 15. Bunch of 10W30 oil. That is essentially break-in oil for the Miata, the MX-5. Okay, so one thing I'm already not liking about this chat program is that apparently the text is still super tiny. I have to get right up on the screen to be able to see it. I got to figure something out here. And Stuart, I see YouTube. Thank you for doing that. I got to see if there's some way that I can make the font larger so I can read it across the room. First off, dark mode. Chat appearance. Ah, yes. Okay. All right, YouTube pop out. Let's see if we can get you to get larger text. If I can find settings. Okay, so the YouTube one does not have font editing. That kind of sucks. Whatever, I'll deal with it. At least they're now both working. That's the important thing right now. So this is an RX-7 Turbo 2 Turbo. I got to get new lines for it made, but overall, that will allow me to turbocharge the RX-7 in the future. I now have 3 turbos in this house. So, yeah, that's going to be a fun car too. All right, so as you can kind of hear, the wheels are just grinding around, so I have to see if we can fix this shit. But yeah, it came with a bunch of tools. A lot of this stuff, yeah, I don't know if a lot of it I might not ever use. Of course, you immediately have sharps. Stuart, oh my God, I could put a turbo on the mower. Oh, I could. I could. That is a possibility now. Really rusty taps. Probably won't be, some of these I'm probably just going to end up throwing away. So step one, I need to go through this entire toolbox, empty everything out. We need to fix those casters on the bottom. Even the smallest turbo I have would probably still be too large for the tractor, to be honest. And the other thing would be the fact that, you know, not only would it never spool, but to be honest, the tractor already is traction limited. I need to get tires that are better suited for dirt, to be honest. Or actually, you know what? No, I need to go to the, I need to get new rear wheels because it is only rear wheel drive. I do need to get dedicated winter tires for it at the minimum. Nice trains. What do you call these? Wait, no, this is an actual chisel, is it not? This is not like a train spike, is it? Or, yeah, this is an actual chisel. Just a big, beefy thing. Okay, can I please... Okay. All these new wrenches, and not a single one of them I will ever use. They're nice wrenches. But even my tractor, everything on it's metric. So all these, not usable. All right. Cold chisel? Might be, yeah. This right here should date how old this toolbox is. They don't make box cutters with permanent fixed blades much anymore, do they? Got some punches, nice. Center punch. I believe the person that owned this box before me used to be a diesel technician too, so some nice punches in there. Definitely going to be using those. No idea what the hell that is. I think it's a cap to something. Allen key. Those are always good because you always lose them. Bunch of hacksaw blades. So I have a box right over there that I'm throwing all the hardware into. These other tools that I don't know what they are, they're going over there for now. Let's use the... So this thing has those kind of pieces that keep the drawer from falling out. And all I'm doing is pulling the spring-loaded catch back to get to everything. Oh, spring just popped off. There it goes. What? Oh, Speedy, yeah, yeah. All right, yeah, I've got some What the hell kind of wrench is that? This makes me do like what is that one YouTube channel, the hand tool restoration, where they go in and fix all this stuff? I mean, like, look at this. This is like a well-used, that's really well-used vice grips. I mean, look how gone the teeth are on that. Yeah, my understanding is that the gentleman that owned this, he passed away a few months ago, and a family is just like, was getting rid of a lot of their stuff, so I was able to buy this entire toolbox, $100. Yeah, some of the tools with the pivots, I'm either gonna have to put it into the bead blaster, get the rust off it and re-oil it or something. Because it is a little bit nasty. Oh, that's an interesting little tool. It's 2 Allen keys set inside this little thing so you can essentially use it as a key. That's a nice little thing. Random pencil, some clamps, another pencil. A lot of, little Woodruff key. Oh, that's an air nozzle. Okay, I was like, what the hell is that thing? More Allen keys. Ooh, that's sharp. .7/16 socket. Again, don't really have a need for Imperial anything in my garage right now. There might be some stuff in here that needs it, but I'll keep the tools. Just they're not going to be in like the main spot of the toolbox, I don't think. Where'd I put the damn? There it is. Why does it keep thinking I'm asking for a temperature? 45 Fahrenheit to Celsius. I don't... Are you guys hearing the voice attack bot speak or not? You can't hear it. Shit. Okay. It's because my... game PC. I never started OBS on the game PC. That's why. Ooh, bot disconnected. What? Bear with me a minute, guys. Now I gotta figure out what's going on with my bot. Okay, bear with me. I gotta go downstairs and fix a thing. Factory is closing down in a few days, and the assorted hand tools are all destined for a skip or a metal recycler. What do you mean, a skip? Oh, man. Okay, I gotta figure out. Oh, I know what it is. This is the bot disconnected. Cable. What the hell are you doing? Log out. Log in. I have to restart the chat bot, so one moment. And yeah, Speedy, going back to your comment, people that take on a project vehicle, that they end up getting to the point where it's filled with tools, usually are not the kind of people that you want building a project vehicle. Usually, like, people, they try to keep their tools, like, organized or something. That's the reason why I've been struggling with just having all my tools on the damn desk on the side. And I'm so glad now that I've actually got a toolbox I can put them in. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Skip, a large waste container brought in a truck. Oh. I mean, there might be some things where you can... If the factory allows you to take some things, it would be nice to take them and resell them. I mean, that's a little bit more money in your pocket if they allow you to do that, though. Remember this computer for 30 days. Submit. Okay. Had to do the whole Twitch login stuff again. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see now if I can actually hear. Let me do a test. Time. No, this guy still isn't hearing the... Why is that not working? Time. Oh, I see. You guys are hearing that though, right? Pause music. Time. Time.
14:45.
You hear that though, right? Pause music. Time.
14:46.
I think it's working now. One of those nice tools that you use to put the little piece of rubber in when you redo your, what are those called? The screen mesh on your windows. That's a nice tool. I've got a kit that includes this, and it's for flaring tubing ends. Another nice tool. It's always good to have imperial sizes as well. All my stuff is all metric otherwise. Yeah, a lot of stuff is very rusty though. Grease pencil. Yep, specialized spark plug socket. Oh no, that's just a big ass, not a chisel, but a wedge. Again, remember, I think the guy used to work as a diesel tech. Oh, got a ratchet. We'll have to see how well that works. Oh, it actually feels like it's working well. I will probably take a lot of this stuff and hit it with a wire brush. Oh, that actually works really well. We'll probably end up taking it and soaking it in oil to let it get really lubricated. Oh yeah, that's sharp. Just the random super sharp objects in here, that's just great. That works really well. Yeah, that is a lot of tungsten, yeah. Interesting. It's just a metal cylinder, but it's perfectly round, so it would just spin in the top thing, but it has a captive ball bearing on the other end. I think this is just to fish something through and get it. I'm not exactly sure what this is for. Starting to come across the definitely modified tools by the previous owner. I'll show you this here in a moment. Oh, in fact, this socket that I'm holding in my hand, I'm going to have to show you that one too, because one moment. So, check this out. That's normally what a socket looks like, right? Nice thick edging on it, right? Look at that. The entire outside of it has been shaved down. Whatever this socket was for must have been in a really difficult to get to area that they had to shave it down where it's almost a razor blade on that edge. That's crazy. Look at that. How thin the material is on that. Here's the other clearly modified tool. It's a T-handle welded to a flathead screwdriver. So this was definitely used for something specific. I have a few modified tools for very specific situations, but nothing that I had to absolutely use a welder for yet, because I've only had the welder for the last couple of years. Deere Employees Federal Credit Union. Yeah, so this guy must have worked for John Deere. So what I have here is conversion charts. I love that these are completely stained and disgusting looking. The patina on that is amazing. I might end up taking these and laminating them just to have them on the side of the toolbox as a conversion chart. Let me see. Yeah, they're both the same. That's cool. Sometimes having that perfect patina in there is nice. So this rag sitting in here, there is a big spot of rust right there that I will have to hit with some paint or something. Let's see here. Is there a lot of land around my house? I mean, if I do it as fast as possible, I can mow using the ride-on lawnmower in about an hour. I think the first time I ever mowed the house, it took me about 2 because I was figuring out how best to go around certain components of the yard, the trees and septic cover and stuff like that. But I mean, it's decently sized. I think I have a quarter acre to mow, I should say. Quarter acre to mow. Yeah, just like little spots of rust like that. Wondering if the previous owner worked on, oh no, I bought this thing like over an hour drive away. I fit this entire thing in the back of the RX-7, just like laid down in the back. It was awesome. Like I was like, I cannot believe I am able to fit this thing in here. But yeah, there is a lot of agricultural stuff around me, yes. Oh my God. Okay, now we're getting to the larger drawers. Oh my. 1 1/16. What the hell is this thing? Oh, I think that it goes, you can use it as a wrench. That's awesome. Okay. breaker bar. Oh, more ball peen hammers. More ball peen hammers. Can never have enough hammers. Tape measure. Razor blade. I'm going to be putting all these sharp objects over here so I don't cut myself as I come across them. Knowing that, I'm going to end up dropping one of those on my foot. Got a square. Actually, that goes down there. Got some files. Another big ass chisel. Nice. Do you have to say, being that I was in the tool crib for a while too, I'm looking at all these chisels and going, nope, that's wrong. The top should never flare out like that. It should actually go in. If it flares out, it needs to be dressed, because that, if you hit it, chunks could come off and at really high speed. It's not good. So we're going to have to go through and dress all these chisels. I swear to God, hold on. You guys see this screwdriver, right? I'll put it right there. Hold on a minute. Does everybody own a screwdriver that looks exactly like that? That's mine. That's theirs. That's crazy. I inherited this from somebody. I don't remember when, but I've had this for like 20 plus years. I was like, hold on, wait a minute, did I drop my screwdriver in there? No, just everybody seems to have these. The fuck? I've never had industrial scissors before. That is some wicked looking, it feels like they cut really well too. Holy crap. It's a nice set of scissors. Stanley? Yeah, it is Stanley, I think. When it's been shaved down to an angle, you know that's been used a bit. Another breaker bar. Now see, that's a properly dressed chisel top. Now, I don't think this thing started its life as a chisel, but still. Oh, that's awesome. That's the, whatever this is used for, it got moved. You know it got moved. Nice, really rough chisel, a little bit finer chisel. Smooth jaws, pliers. See, like this. Again, look how Look how worn down the jaws in that are. That's as far as I can close them too. I can't get them any more shut than that. Another one of the fixed blades, put over in the sharps pile. Yeah, a lot of these I'm definitely going to have to put into the bead blaster and get the rust off of them and clean them up. Oh yeah, here's another modified tool. Facebook Marketplace. But yeah. No idea what the hell this is for. But yeah, what we're doing right now is I'm just taking everything out. I'm kind of inventorying the tools. First things first, I need to flip it up onto its bottom and I need to fix the casters. Because right now I think one of the casters is like extremely jammed and then it's not wanting to rotate properly, so I'm going to try to fix that. Another one of the builder brick pointer. For what, one of the stuff I had in my hand? I'm not sure. Talking about the little plastic thing I held up? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I think it's supposed to move freely in there, but it's not. It says move along and baseboard. Super, number 40, patent pending, sensitive. It's sealed. I don't think it opens up, and I think the plastic is supposed to be a lot more transparent. I don't know. I think it has a magnet in it. Hold on. There's a magnet actually in it. So it's something to find maybe nails in, what is it called? Yeah. I think it's for finding center of studs. You locate the nail. The nail is usually in the middle, and then you use the edges to mark, maybe. Wire brush. kind of bad how looks like the paper towel's put in here to soak up the oil from the tools. Because it's probably been in here for so long, the oil's gone. It's actually made rust spots on the bottom of the thing. So that wire brush is completely gone. Half of one side just not there anymore. So it looks like I have 3 different, what do you call them, grit, pitch, blade pitch files here. One almost looks like it's a wood file. The other 2 look like metal files. Oh, tiny bit too small, but we'll figure it out. I'll deal with it. Iowa's only like, what, like 300-400 miles away? So impeller kit. Yeah, some kind of impeller thing for a tractor. Random soda can top. Tab, whatever you want to call it. That is a hell of a screwdriver. Well, that can top I found underneath the drawers where it had fallen down behind. That's a big ass. That is now a pry bar, most likely. I don't think I ever have a need for a flathead that large. Holy shit. Okay, here's another screwdriver. Another screwdriver. I don't... Is this a really... Is this like a welding piece? I don't know. Attach a bar to an Allen key, get a little bit more leverage. It's a built tool. Another breaker bar. Okay. Nice little screwdriver set. Nice little handle, and then it looks like the screwdrivers drop into it to get a little bit more leverage. Nice little kit. I might keep that in my car. Round file. More files. Another chisel. Screwdriver. Put it in like your shirt pocket or something. It's got a little clip there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand. Oh, shit. More files. Lots more files. Oh, I got a lot of round files here. Arrow Dion, yeah. Shoot me the long screwdriver. So here's a bunch of screwdrivers now. Nice little tiny one. This looks like it fell out of a handle. Same with that one, unless those go into something. Hold on, I think this is something, a tool that I don't actually have. What just fell over? Something just fell over. I think they just made a scribe. Oh, the black panel, okay. Yeah, it's just, I think they made a scribe, and he's got a little piece of rubber around it, so you can take it and slide it up to protect that sharp edge so it doesn't get damaged. Interesting. Another razor blade. I have a machete. There you go. Electrical tape. I've heard this song sometime. I just don't remember what the name of it now. Why does it sound super familiar? Tears for Fears, is that what it is? It is, thank you. I'm just trying to remember where I heard it, why I'm remembering this song. So, I like that the toolbox looks used and old. Oh my God, okay. Just steel wool. Yeah, we'll have to tighten that up. That's a... Yeah, we'll definitely need to fix that before I start swinging that big whoppajaw hammer. Oh, look at that. Actually got a handle here. Well, that's supposed to be coming out, but whatever. Whatever. So the entire handle is made of these individual pieces. The bottom is a little bit loose, but otherwise I think that would get rid of a lot of the vibration in the hand. Interesting. That handle's split all the way down. Yeah. That's a center punch. Holy crap. Wood-resistant vampires, right? There we go. So, at least in the Air Force, pause music, we would have the handles for the files and the files separate, so that you could have like 10 files and then you would just change the handle. So you're going to see me be removing these handles from my files now. Because now, like for example, I could take this one, jam it into this, and then use it instead, right? Pause music. Got a lot of files. Oh, this song. Not quite Dr. Freeman sized. That definitely needs to be bead blasted though. That's a lot of rust. Nice tubing cutter. Oh, you can tell this was definitely taken care of. This is really well greased and is sliding super smoothly. Super nice. Yeah, so the way these work, if you've never seen this before, I don't know if I even have a piece of tube around here. The piece of tube would lay right there, between the blade and the rollers, and you would apply just enough force for the blade to start squeezing into the piece, and you rotate it around, tighten it down a little bit more, and you keep doing that until it actually cuts all the way through. You don't want to go too tight because it'll cause the thing to bow in. You kind of want to let the tool do the work. It might take a little longer, but we had to be really careful with that for aircraft tubing. That looks really fun. But does it work? Oh, don't tell me it's jammed. This is something I want definitely to work, because if I can get this to work, that'll be awesome. Yeah, you literally take it, and every time it's got, the screw thing makes it so when you're essentially drilling with it, it'll go the same way whether you push or pull it. It definitely needs to be lubed up though. Trying to get it to see if I can get it just to cycle so I can show you how it works. Yeah, it definitely needs some. Yeah, it's got a little indicator here, which I think makes it either lock in position or, there it goes. Oh, there goes the bit. Does it move? No. Should it? Yes. Use WD-40. Okay. That works. Where's paper towels? One moment. I got to get a little bit of color on this so it actually shows up a little bit better. Yeah, this is nice. All right, so it's got a 3-position thing down at the bottom, and that is determining what direction it rotates. So for example, if I put in the most upward direction, shit, that's not really showing, is it? I need to find like a proper marker. I had one the other day. Where's my Sharpie? Where is my damn Sharpies at? Oh. Yeah, this toolbox is going to make me able to clean up so much of this stuff. Like just random turbo sitting on the damn desk over here. This was my old 1.6 liter Miata turbocharger. So that car, the one that I have now is a 1.8 liter, so different, entire different turbo. Oh, there's my Sharpies. Oh no, I have, like I was literally going through a bunch of my shit, and I found like at least 20 Sharpies. Okay, so here, let me see if I can show this on screen. So I colored like a quarter of the thing, okay? I'm gonna try to do this slowly. Okay, it goes in, and then when it comes out, it doesn't rotate. So every time you go forward, really nice screwdriver, right? The middle position, it's locked, it won't do anything. And the rear position, it goes the opposite way. So essentially you just take the screwdriver and you're just like zip, 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 and it unscrews or screws in. That's really nice. And it looks like they had a, essentially a drill bit. I'm pretty sure they make screwdriver bits for this too. That's a nice little tool. Get a mag toolbox? Dude, if I could afford that, I wouldn't have gone and bought this for $100. I don't know what this is. It's a big chunk of plastic though. It's one of the tools that you use to hold on to the nut. It's spring-loaded. So you put it on the nut, it holds the nut in place while you reach in and get it, and then it will snap back. That's great. Huh. Another chisel. Wire brush. File right there is bent a little bit though. Another little sharp thing, probably for cutting like radiator hose or something. Oh, another one of those tools. And it looks like this piece down here can be reversed. So depending on how you have it in there, it can go either tightening or loosening. Another chisel. Again, not really sure what this is, but that's the second one I've found so far. Just a little water faucet thing. So now I have that if I ever need to use it for spraying water somewhere. what you can find in a basement or garage, right? Way better than a magnetic screwdriver, only works when you don't want it to. Yeah, right? You know the trick with magnetic screwdrivers, how to get rid of the magnetism, right? So let me actually show you how this works. So this is actually the other piece to that other tubing thing we were showing off earlier. So these two go together, okay? You put your tubing in this, and you want to flare the tubing out, right? This piece, due to the weird shape it has cut, goes over and then twists into position, and then you can center it over the hole, and when you crank in, it pushes the tubing out to match the flare right there. So these, I've actually seen some people take these and literally store them like that. So now it doesn't come loose, but now there's the entire set for that. That's good. Just another conversion chart. Again, I'm going to keep those. Another screwdriver set. This one does seem to be missing a few. So drywall saw, or think about what you would use this on a tractor for, cutting stuff. Hold on. I think this is designed to hold a razor blade, and then you take it, slide it together, and then when you push it all the way up, I think the razor blade comes out right there, and then it's just use friction to hold it. Maybe that hole there so you can hang it on a wall and you won't have a blade sticking at the end. Right now it's empty. It might, hold on. No, I wouldn't use a flat razor. Stuff like this, I think I'm just going to toss though. Big old O-ring, that thing's so dry rotted. Random shoelace. Really tiny sockets. A couple little screws. Like, if I had the money, oh God, this garage would be set up with so many workbenches. We had workbenches when I was in the Air Force where, let's see here, it was about a table from me to the toolbox. It was maybe 1 meter wide. It was a solid wood top, but we had put a 1/2 inch of essentially felt on top. So we could put all the aircraft parts on top of it and it wouldn't get damaged by the tabletop. When we cut the felt, we had to cut it so it went around the vise that was in the corner. Robot assistant, like Tony Stark and Dummy. That's a little bit bent. We'll be fixing that. So this will end up covering that. That's just the door. I need to fix some stuff on it. And in fact, here. So Matco Tools must have had some stickers. That's a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if I'll keep that stuff on there though. Sorry, I could have sworn I had a chair in here. There it is. Mathematics for auto mechanics. Basic math evaluation. Of most value to me, fractions, decimals, percents, ratio, proportion, metric. I don't know what this is. Somebody's school stuff. I don't know. Well, I think I now know the name of who owned this before me, because I have this math homework. Training chart manual, section S, integral charging system. Transistor regulators. What? Hold on. Shit, I'm going to be reading these. These are, yeah, probably definitely some apprentice stuff. Trapper portfolio. What the fuck? Hold on. I think I have. Oh, wow. Hand-drawn diagrams of somebody's wiring diagram for a classic vehicle. What? Hold on. Let me show you guys this. What the hell? Wiring up everything for a car? That's awesome. Matco Tools, price list order form. What? I was 1 year old when this was printed. Holy shit. That's crazy. Yeah, definitely looks like it's apprentice math for converting fractions to decimals, conversion from imperial to metric. Yeah, I have their homework. That's crazy. So you guys see the shape of this folder, right? There's the patina on the paper. All the wiring diagrams for, he was rebuilding something. Yeah, and a lot of math homework. Training chart manual. I guess that's $1.88 for the training manual. College now requires like a book to be like 300 bucks. Right? It is, yeah. Ugh. It is completely full of chalk too. That'll be useful. Completely filled with blue chalk. Those are nice. I used to have one of those myself when I did residential construction, but it has been years. Probably threw that thing away years ago. Hollow Chrome, Chrome spelled Krome, Hartford, Connecticut, number 66. I don't know what was originally in here. However, this thing is all sorts of busted. There's a screwdriver inside of it. Can I knock it out? Yes, I can. So that was knocked so far down in there, the big handle split. So yeah, the blue chalk, right? That crap will get everywhere. Oh, man. I don't know what the hell this even is. I think there's supposed to be a bunch of blades in here. There's a couple dead bugs for sure. Well, that just fell apart. Oh no, I just took out the hinge. That's what that was. Okay. It's hinged with one piece right in the middle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this thing has pieces scattered everywhere. Pause music. Another one of these stickers. More electrical tape. That is completely gone.
Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
Screwdriver handle, I think.
Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
Another big ass chisel. Was not expecting that one. Here's a nice little knife. It's all rusted to hell. Oh, let's see here. Another screwdriver. Another screwdriver. Nest of saws. Oh, that handle thing we were holding earlier. These are saw blades that attach to it. Okay. Where did I put that thing? Here it is. So this looks like that blade that was in it is the one that goes right there. So this is by far much more fun than actually working, right? Like, I just got this thing home a couple days ago, and I just also realized that this bit here can be turned any which way. So that's nice. I'm just going to leave it how it is. I now know what goes into it. Next track. Next track. Oh, I just hit the mother load. Holy shit. I'm going to have to go through and all of these Allen keys are going to have to be sized because holy shit. I'm pretty sure there's a few duplicates in here. Ted Stryker, no, this entire thing fits in the back of the RX-7. Like, it being a hatchback, it's actually quite spacious for cargo. Like, it is one of the very crazy kind of things. Now, talking about Allen keys, I do have a full set of Imperial, metric, and Torx, the star-shaped ones, whatever they are. These are like extra, and oh my god, I think I have like 50 pairs almost the same size. There's a lot here. Holy shit. Oh, there's now the tiny ones. Okay, I want you guys to understand. I am only holding the Allen keys in this level here. Only the Allen keys. Okay? Like, that's just the Allen wrenches that are in there, Allen keys. These are going to go in their own separate pile. Holy crap. Yeah, right? So this has a little safety. You slide that down, and then you can push the button, and then it lets you pull the knife out. From there, it's a little bit loose. But then you have to push it again to close it. There's a nice click when it locks. That's a nice little knife. Could definitely be shined up a little bit. There's definitely some gunk in the stuff, so put this in the sharps pile again. I could have sworn there was another knife I was looking at a moment ago, or was that the only one? Really sharp, pointy thing. Do you think that's what the holochrome is? Is the earplugs. And they are covered in some really nasty looking stuff. I'm never going to use these. Bunch of smaller screwdrivers. Oh God. Oh, that is frickin', wait, hold on. Are you shitting me? That is frickin' brilliant. Hold on a minute, guys. And shit, hold on. Is my phone ringing? No. Okay. I'm gonna have to explain this pen here in a moment. Okay, so this pen has a bunch of numbers on it, okay? A lot of numbers, okay? This is a brilliant design because at any one time, when you look at this pen, you can only see 7 columns, okay? So if the first of the month starts on, say, Wednesday, okay? You take the pen, you move the one to the middle, the Wednesday column. I'm sorry, it only shows 5 at a time. Focus, 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 focus. And it gives you the work days of the week of dates for the rest of that month. I apologize, the thing's not, why is it now not wanting to focus? Please focus. But does that make sense? You just you rotate it so it's line of sight on the 5 days of the work week. That's a stupidly brilliant design. Destrico, what do you think I'm trying to do? Trying to get the toolbox clean so I can take that mess of tools on that thing right there and start putting them in here and making them look nice. What? Matco models, where? I don't think this thing had any stickers on it other than the... Oh, man, okay. Electrical tape. Well, that's nice. Nice brass and everything. That's a piece of wood. Oh, is that what it was? Nice little brass compass. Nice little brass compass. Now, that's the kind of stuff I like to keep for myself, to be honest. I'm going to throw those earplugs away because those are kind of nasty. Nice little protractor. A little bit hard to see, however. There are markings on it, just really difficult to see. It's also a little bit bent, so I'd have to attempt to flatten it. Diesel Mechanics, 2nd edition. What year was 2nd edition? Ooh, some of these pages are bent to shit, though. I mean, the basics of diesel haven't changed. I'm pretty sure a lot of this will still be current. What year? (1983). First edition published 1977. All right. That is as old as I am. Handpicked by the pros. Mac Tools. 1983. Again. The thing is, there's so many of these tools that are in here. I can look through this right now and be like, I want that. I want that too, because some of these are really good tools. Well, yeah, first edition was 77. This second edition was 83. Oh, dear God. Ugh. Yeah. This is, whatever this is being attached to, it's going to move. That's, okay, I now have, I'm getting set for zombies apparently. Another ball peen hammer. Head is nice and tight on there, that's good. Slightly concerned because the thing is cracked, however, so it needs a new handle. Yeah, if the handle breaks like that, it's the back quarter of it is, this and this are two separate pieces of wood. So definitely needs to be replaced. Okay. Do some woodworking stuff. I definitely want to put these into the bead blaster and get this rust off of them and recoat them. Oh yeah, that's dry rotted. Metal cutting blade. Oh wait, no, never mind. Cross-cutting, mitering, veneer, Celotox, thin plastic. Okay, so not a metal blade. This is just for fine wood cutting. Just a little box. I don't know what they kept in it. No idea what the hell that is. Okay. Cap to something. No idea what that is. A lot of little sharp bits though. It's like, yeah. Okay. Toolbox is empty. Let me get this stuff off the top though. I don't think I showed you guys this earlier either. Nice little feeler gauge for spark plugs. Each of those wires is a different thickness to see if you can get it between the bit on the spark plug. It's actually got little there's little numbers written on the outside that show you how thick the wire is. This is used for that little screw thing. It's extremely pointy and sharp. And you said you think the hollow chrome box is for the Allen keys, maybe? I guess that would make sense. You're not fitting all those in there, though. Holds a razor blade in there nicely. Little center pin unscrews, and that center pin's what actually holds the blade in place. Nice little thing. Very easy to push it out. It has a little spring that pulls it back in. Little bit worn down. There's a little bit of spring force, but I think this is just, it needs to be cleaned up, I think. Yeah. Just dirty. That one's bent. That may be one reason why it's having difficulty. So it looks like these two are, the bottom's bent a little bit. Let me get my big hammer. not using that when the head's too damn loose. Okay, it's now flat. Bunch of spider webs. And that's just a little bit loose. I might end up having to replace these at some point. The problem is you're not really going to know if they're able to... Why is it not playing the alerts? I swear I've been having more and more issues with this. Trying to think what would be causing that. Alerts are on the stream computer. We're on the garage scene. I bet you if I was playing the game, it would be playing. But because I'm on the garage scene right now, that's why it's not. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what the hell's going on with that. Okay, so I'm going to do another thing here. It's starting to get warm in this garage again. I'm going to turn the AC on. It's going to get loud. I've got to build a new noise profile, so just bear with me. All right, building new noise profile. There we go. Hopefully you guys shouldn't hear the air conditioning now. The AI bot is creepy. It is, yeah. It definitely is. I want to say the wheel that was bent in, that was the wheel that was jamming earlier. why I couldn't move it around properly. Get the spider webs off of it. All the drawer things just popped out. Seems like it rolls now. Yeah, the one wheel was all jammed, so it wouldn't turn at all. So that's good. Let me go turn my air compressors on. Okay, microphone should be back on. Hopefully it's building pressure. It's about 40 right now. Time.
1624.
Also, oh my God, I am so sorry. Jaker Vanderwalt, I apologize. I keep forgetting that I have the YouTube thing to watch as well. Actually, no, not the big one. Little tiny one. And this is the reason why I really want to get that thing properly set up so I'm not having to search constantly for a frickin' tool that I should have easy access to. Damn it. So this little piece Let me actually grab the other bit that goes to it here. This also came with the toolbox. And what this is supposed to do is this thing goes into the notch on the bottom like that. And then it goes around this, so then when you put a lock on it, it prevents any of these doors from being open. It did not come with the top one. So it's supposed to make it so the drawers can't open up when you're moving it around. But yeah, the toolbox turned into an Autobot, right? No, it doesn't slide in that. I don't know what that slot right there is for. So, in the Air Force, a lot of times we would get rid of these because they come off of the box, they get lost, right? So we'd always end up making essentially a thing that sat on the edge with a hinge, and it would swing off to the side, so then you can open and close it, and then you latch it, and then the lock goes right there, and it still keeps everything from going. The upper one, because essentially the one in the middle, that one might be on there, but then we would attach it with like a cable, so it would like hang off the edge when not in use. But yeah, usually the big one would have like a big hinge thing. All right, so that's all blown out, got all that crap off. I need to hit the inside of 2 of these boxes with a little bit of paint. You're never going to, like, when I'm done with this, you're never going to see the bottom of the boxes themselves. So I'm just going to put some paint primer stuff. The box itself is overall good. There's a spot right there. But to be honest, that's like in such a easy accessible spot, it's going to kind of just build patina over time, I think. I mean, it's got a nice patina on it already. Yeah, and I don't think it needs like a handle or anything. I might end up bolting some other stuff, so something on the side or the back. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. All right, where is it there? Camera 1. Might help if I've got the microphone on, right? Got that straightened out. Cyberdomy, so far we've got the entire bottom end built. Today I'm focusing primarily on the garage. Right now focusing on my new toolbox to get it properly set up so I actually have a toolbox. But overall, okay. All right. Looks like overall all that stuff is clean. Paper towels. Paper towels and alcohol. And we got the paint right there. All right. So, a couple other things that I've been doing the last few days. I think I can now weld and stream at the same time. We were having an issue last time I tried to weld that every time I went to go start the weld, the breakers would trip and then I'd lose all the power in the garage. So, that was no good. What I ended up doing is I cut a hole in the base of my wall over here, right next to the same hole that I made for the air hose. But it goes down into the basement, and it lets me offload some stuff in the garage into outlets on a separate circuit in the basement. So essentially, instead of me trying to be in the garage and have the computer and the air conditioner and all that stuff, and then the welder gets turned on and everything goes to shit, now it's just the welder out here. So, and essentially because of let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outlets here in the garage. They're all on one circuit. And to me, that was wrong. Whoever, when they built this garage, they didn't set it up to be a work garage, even though it is frickin' massive, right? What I plan on doing, Volume 5, what I plan on doing one day is this area right over here is where I'm passing everything through the wall in and out of the garage, right? Because my garage is heated during wintertime and I have a window unit for summertime, essentially it's climate controlled. It's got insulation and everything. The exterior walls are insulated, so it's a climate controlled garage. I want to get an electrician in and have them go off of my breakers in the basement, run a conduit out here and put a satellite breaker box here in the actual garage. Off of that, I want it to come out and I want to have 2 light switches. Those 2 light switches go down, back into the basement, and those go to 2 separate plugs in the basement. The entire reason why I want that, actually, no, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I want a switch into conduit, into the basement, into switches again, into plugs. And what that will allow me to do is that I will be able to be here in the garage, flip a switch, and it will turn the air compressors on in the basement. Now, due to laws and shit, you have to have another switch actually in the basement to flip it, to cut it off if you're down there versus in the garage, right? Also off of that, have another bit of conduit, and that's where I would run the 220 volt for welding purposes. I would like to have a 220 outlet on that wall, and then right there between the two garage doors. Maybe on both sides of the garage doors. That way I could just have full coverage. But, yeah. Yeah, something like that. That's what I would like to do. And I'm kicking wire that's on the ground. I don't want to kick the wire underneath the car, because knowing me, I'll forget about it and then I'll drive over it. So this paint, yes, I know it's not the same color. I know that. This is primarily a anti-corrosion thing only. This is just to get I don't want any of this rust to get worse. I don't really care if it's runny right now. I just don't want the bottom of my boxes getting any worse is all. Alright, and this is just a flat black, so we'll know when it's dry. Sounds expensive. The thing is with electrical work is, pause music. Sorry, my brain's like tear. Sorry, the song's just playing and that's all that was running through my head. Camera 2. There we go. Okay. The thing with electrical work is electricity is one of the things that scares the shit out of me. I am okay with direct current, car wiring, until you get to the coils. Coils on a car scare the shit out of me, because I have zapped myself once or twice. It's not a fun experience. Alternating current, I don't want to deal with it. That being said, if I do my research and I get, everything that's needed for, I did my own wiring to install the heater, right? So I did that all myself. I did it correctly. It's wired in. It's running 240 volt. Heater frickin' works awesome during wintertime. I can come out here in the middle of winter. It's freezing outside. I can crank that heater up to like 80 degrees if I want to. And it is just so nice in this garage. Able to work on whatever in the warmth, not have to freeze my ass off outside. Yeah, it's super, super nice. The air conditioner right there, I think that one is undersized for this room. That being said, because it is a window unit, it has a small space next to it, and I am thinking about putting a second window unit in that slot, and maybe I can get this, make it a lot cooler in here for for doing work and stuff during summertime like it is now. I mean, like right now, it's nice in this garage. It's maybe 75 Fahrenheit to Celsius. 75 Fahrenheit to Celsius.
24.
Sparkles? Yeah. So my thing is that when it comes to the wiring, I feel confident enough that if I do my research, I can probably wire everything in myself. The point that I would call an electrician is for them to take the bit that I did and hook it up to my main breaker to energize the entire system. If I were to do that and I'd have everything, what I would do is I would install everything. I would leave all the front covers off. I would leave the final wiring that goes to the main breaker out and be like, okay, yes, I want to hire you. What I need you to do is I want you to inspect my wiring, say this is okay. At that point, we put the covers on everything, make sure everything's good. Sparkies, yeah. And then have them do the final wiring to the main breaker. So then the garage is energized with good power. And then I have my stuff where I can turn the air compressors on and off from this room. Again, my air compressors are in the basement. They're on a completely separate circuit. So when I'm doing welding, it won't trip whatever. Camera 1. So you can kind of see what part's dried already and what has not. So the next part, and here's the stuff. So I bought this stuff. These are actually too small. You can see how there's like about an inch gap right there. A little bit of gap. I might actually make it just like that and make hand grips on the side. But this foam is multiple layers. So what you can do is you can take your tools and lay out all your tools on top of it and trace your tools with a Sharpie. Then take a router or a Dremel and grind it out and essentially make what are called a shadow box. You have shapes, and because it's red foam right there, if the tool's not there, you'll see red foam. Right? So you can immediately look at the box and be like, oh, that tool's missing, there's everything else, right? So plan on doing that at some point too. That's why I got this. I got this because I was expecting to get a toolbox a couple months ago. Contacted them on Facebook Marketplace. They're like, yeah, come over and get it. Day of me going over to go get it, they're like, oh no, we already sold it to somebody else instead. I'm like, oh shit. One of those annoying things. I don't know if I have any blue gloves in here. I might have a single blue glove, of course. A place for everything and everything in its place. Yeah, exactly. We essentially had to do all our boxes in the Air Force like that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to continue to let these dry. I've got my grease, and I am just going to kind of go over these tracks and yeah, they probably need to be greased up a little bit. Only need like a little bit. But hopefully it will make whatever runs inside the tracks nice and smooth running. Camera 2. I moved into this house, this tub of grease, I bought it and immediately went down all the tracks of my garage doors because these garage doors were like the loudest, most obnoxious sounding things. They were completely bone dry. There was no lubricant on anything. It was a mess. Ended up just, you can see like half of this is already gone because it's on the garage door tracks. Actually, no, I'm pointing at a camera that's not even on right now. Holy shit. Downside to red foam, you do like everyone I know does and just pile stuff in the drawer. Nah, see, I'm doing this proper. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this toolbox is to build it proper like what I got used to in the military. Like, that annoys the shit out of me, and I think I just sliced my finger open. No, it just pinched it real bad. I can't tell. It's red grease. Is that grease or blood? I can't tell now. But yeah, that desk over there drives me crazy. Tell you, this garage, it's going to be so, like, once I get the MX-5, the Miata, put back together, that immediately is like half of the shelves in this room is just that car right now. And then like the back quarter of this entire thing, I just have transmission, radiator, front bumper, you know, just everywhere. Pause music. Volume 10. Oh, if I could do it the way I wanted to, I would have a different color foam per drawer, but oh well. I just put my hand right in the top of the grease. That's great. Okay. I'm just getting the extra grease in here, so I'm not spreading it on everything. Cool. Oh, man. Yeah, the other stuff that I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to just go through all these tools because I need to get like a proper set of metric wrenches in there, proper set of, I would say both deep and shallow metric sockets. Cyberdomi, thanks for dropping in today. Pro tip, fill all your tool trays with grease to prevent tool rust. Yeah, right? See, like I'm considering piece of L angle. Hang the hammers and mallets from the side so they're not taking up inside space, maybe. Right? I need to go to the store and get some like 3-inch screws to go into that wall over there. All right, let's see if I can get this front end fixed now. Do I like Star Trek Enterprise? I like all the Star Treks. All right, so this track down here, this side, the screw is coming out. So let me get this. This damn belt buckle's stabbing me in the stomach when I try to sit. Okay, a little nut right there. Come on. Where are you? Bad? No, it's just thick as shit. Even Star Trek V, just because it's not exactly the most enjoyable movies doesn't mean it's not Star Trek. Ugh, fuck! I'm sorry, guys. I literally have been having this happen so much in the last week alone. My hand just cramped up. That was bad. Ow. Sorry. Oh, man. God. My ring finger and my pinky just locked down. Oh my God. That hurt. That little tab was bent out like a 45 degrees, so I'm just bending it so it's straight up and down again. Stuff like my chemicals, the area between the two garage doors. In fact, here, hold on. Let me. Yeah, DS9 is awesome. So my deer picture that the previous owners left here. Actually, hold on. I gotta check something now. So yes, this picture has a plug. So you take it, has no grounding plug, it's just the two wires. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Strange New Worlds was amazing. I like that one too. Well, last time I used this, it actually lit up. Did I trip a breaker? No. Interesting. So apparently my light up deer photo doesn't light up anymore. Boo. Oh well. But here's the thing. Yeah. This is like, it's that, essentially. But yeah, it's supposed to light up. It's supposed to light up. But that has literally been there since I moved in. And what I want to do is this Napa thing. I want to put it up in its place and keep my chemicals up there. Did it again. Damn it, I stepped right into that wire. Flawed Bod, what's up, dude? How you doing today? Okay, bear with me a minute. I need to try to get this wire together where it doesn't puncture my damn trash bag here. That's good. That can go in there. Yeah, 1980s. Yeah. Just flatten the wire so it doesn't puncture shit. I have a feeling this has a bunch of the screws, but this is trash now. Me actually. Lance, right? Who is the best character in all of Star Trek, and why is it Garrick? Garrick was a very well-written character. He was a fun character. Should be able to barely see the heater up there. Alright. Alright, cool. So the toolbox seems like it's fully functioning. Whoa, shit! I looked down and I saw water. I was like, what? I got a whole bunch of distilled water around the garage when I'm filling up my car radiator stuff. You should never use tap water in your car radiator, ever. Always use distilled water. You do not want to add extra minerals into your car's cooling system. Not a good thing. That'll evaporate. I'll figure that out later. Garrick is almost too good for Star Trek. Somebody from a more respectable setting should multiverse portal him out of there. I'm curious, who here has actually seen the second season of Prodigy? Phlox 7 or T'Pol. Yeah, those are all good too. Prodigy is it's like the computer generated animation, yeah. Kai Wynn, ooh. Kai Wynn is definitely one of those actors that you know they did a good job because everyone hates the character. Right? The Umbridge of Star Trek, yes. No. You mean Umbridge, the Kai Wynn of Harry Potter. Right? Gotta respect, one came well before the other. Can't watch cartoons, have an aversion? Have you ever seen Star Wars, the Clone Wars animated series? Nothing like that before? I don't know. I feel they do have some good stories in there. Yeah, Prodigies. The first season is very much geared towards kids. The second season, I think now that they had their foot in the door, they were able to go a lot more in on lore stuff, which I thought was nice. Yeah, season 1 is always a lot of setup, though, too. All right, so yeah, when I bought this thing, this was not properly working. So let's see if we can get it to work. Can't watch anime for that reason. Oh. Yeah, it's, I know, yeah. There are some really good animes, though. All right, so let me show you what I've got here. This bit right here, that should not have that bend going this, like, down. That should be flat all the way across. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put that on my vise. I don't know if this hammer's small enough to get in here. No, it is not. Shit. I have a vise right here, but I don't think I have a tool small enough to get in this. Oh, one of those big-ass chisels, maybe. Nope, not you. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe. Maybe. Ooh, yes. Nice square instead of a hexagon here. I need something heavy behind it, though. Essentially using it much like a bucking bar. Because my bucking bar is somewhere on that table, I just don't know where yet. And now that I can start to sort this shit, it'll be nice to actually go through and get fixed. All right, there's that side. Let's do this side now. Nice, sharp 90-degree corners. Awesome. I mean, you got to understand, though, Prodigy, it originally aired on Nickelodeon, I think. So just understand that it was kind of geared towards kids, but again, season 2 is now on Netflix, and yeah, I think they had made season 2 before the studio canceled it. All right, so that goes on like that, and now this should slide in. There you go. Cool. So we got that fixed. That door wasn't even on it when I bought this thing. Cool. That works nice. These two tabs are bent backwards. Let me fix that now too. TOS, TNG, Voyager, Enterprise. Did you ever, well, you kind of already answered that. You never watched the original 70s animated series, did you? Because the 70s animated series was essentially season 4 of TOS, just in an animated format. Like, it was dry. Like, it was extremely dry. All right. So those little tabs are now in place. Blow the dead bugs out the bottom here. I might end up putting some little rubber pads on that so when it comes down it doesn't bang on everything. So the piece here in the middle, let me actually get the other camera close here. As bad as the Star Wars Holiday Special, I think that is on its own tier. Camera 1. Camera 1. All right, so there's supposed to be a piece that goes around this and it goes down, blocking these two drawers, probably going through these handles and into this slot, right? And that's what essentially keeps these from opening and closing. I don't have that piece. And then the bottom one, you can see how it's actually completely broken off, right? So you can see right there where the spot weld is, because it's probably a piece of metal that's bent at an L, and it goes in there. I might, because that is very sharp, and I guarantee you I'm going to end up cutting myself on that. I might go in and grind that away and remove that L-angle piece and just completely get rid of it. And I'll figure out some other thing to essentially lock the box to prevent it from opening up when it's being moved around. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do that yet, but yeah, I don't think there's anything in Star Trek that is as bad as Holiday Special, to be honest. The jump from season 2 to season 3. Wait, from the original series? The Holiday Special is truly amazing just for all the wrong reasons. You can totally see how messed up. Oh, Picard. Oh, okay. Camera 2. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that happened in season 1 and season 2 just kind of did the whole hand wavium and like what happened with the Borg and it's like, yeah, it was kind of weird with that, but I don't know. Season 1 and 2 of Picard were Season 3 of Picard felt more like season 8 of TNG. Right? Yeah, so give me a second. I'm going to run inside and show you something in my basement, in my stream room. One moment. Music. Pause music. All right, so here's the deal. My biggest annoyance with Enterprise is they essentially canceled it right when it was starting to actually get good, like really good, right? I didn't like how that final episode, they essentially had to end the series somehow, right? And sorry, my area behind me is a complete mess right now. I don't have all my green screen stuff up, so just be aware of that. But this is a 3D print that I made of the NX-01 in what would have been the Season 5 refit if they had been allowed to actually do a 5th season. So this is it with the actual engineering hull. The cool thing is that this ship, with the engineering hull, shows up in both Season 2 of Picard and as the NX-01 in the space dock that Geordi's taken care of. But yeah. But that was essentially when they got the engineering hull. I apologize. Hold on, give me a second. Let me find... Do I not have it? Where the hell's my damn light? Again, I've been attempting to build a cockpit back here, so it's a little bit freaking messy. I've got cat food there. Where the frack is my damn light? I just had it the other day. There it is. Oh, okay, it went big screen. I guess that works too. But you can kind of see the detail on it. I made this one with my old printer, so it's really rough, to be honest. But yeah, get an idea of the detail on it. And let's see here. If I move that to the side, one of these sides, where's my other one? Oh yeah, I also printed this on my newer printer. So that's my... Enterprise 1701G. So the actual Enterprise. Am I going to paint it? PLA supposedly doesn't take paint that well. These were more of just, I want a ship, let me just get it made. I would like to do some prints at some point where I actually light them up. So, but yeah. Probably take this out into the garage. These are not to scale to each other. If I had made the Enterprise G at this thing's scale, it would probably be like at least 3-4 feet. So a much larger ship. Yeah. That is true. Yeah. What I would love to do is just print a side profile and have like all the Enterprises up on my wall. That'd be kind of a cool thing. Or hell, just screw it. Just more than just the Enterprises. Put a bunch of other stuff in there too. Alright, we're going to go back to the garage. Alright, I'm actually going to take this out into the garage with me. God, this damn belt buckle is stabbing me. Alright, let's see. Back into the garage. Had to get myself another drink. And one more. Okay. Oh, I set fire to that piece of cardboard yesterday. I was doing some welding on the Miata. Put them behind glass so you can scream no and smash the glass with your phaser rifle, right? Yeah, I need a 3D print a phaser rifle too. Yeah, like, I don't know. My stream room is like really wide, and I've got maybe 8 to 10 feet between my desk and the wall behind me when I'm down there. Sadly, the walls are only 8 foot tall, so it's not like doing the VR stuff. Sometimes I do hit the ceiling, but that's why I put the padding up there. There is the back half of the ceiling. I am thinking I do need to paint that green because when I've gone really high up, it catches the white part of the ceiling, which I don't like. Make them with gold PLA so you can have all the Enterprise models. Yeah, right? Yeah. I'm thinking, you know what might actually end up working better for that, to be honest, is gold ABS. And then you brush on isotone to melt it and get it really nice and shiny, maybe? I don't know. Oh, man.
Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
Yeah, that's what I said. Didn't I say ABS?
Dancing on rainbows.
I thought I said ABS. Alright, so I'm trying to think. Like, right now... Again, I'm probably not going to put any tools in this yet. Because I gotta buy the 2 large drawers worth of foam. The one large, thick drawer on the top, that one might end up carrying just an assortment of stuff. The thinner ones, the one there and then the 5 on the top, those will definitely have foam in them. And then that way, you know, they'll just have the tools that need to be in there kind of thing. It doesn't really have a good spot to put like a charging cable or anything like that. I've also got to figure out a good area to put it when I'm not using it though too. As far as I'm aware, DJ has stopped streaming for several years now. He was doing community management with Paradox, I think on the Stellaris series. He's left that company and he's working for Tiny Games, something or other. I might. You can check his Twitter. I think he's done like a stream recently, but I haven't seen him in a while. Hold on. Sorry, Weldar, I apologize. I missed your question. I was probably downstairs when it went through. Let me read back and read this entire thing. Let me scroll back now. Went to an air show on this weekend, saw lots of U.S. Air Force aircraft here in the UK. Which aircraft did I work on again? Okay. All right. I really need to make a image that just shows everything. What the hell is that? Go away, bug. Get off my tools. Go away. All right. My very first base, I worked on A-10s and C-130s. Specifically C-130Hs. Towards the end of me at that base, a reservist detachment moved into the base because the base was sold to the Army. So it went from being Pope Air Force Base to Pope Army Airfield. When we left, the A-10s had moved from that base down to Moody Air Force Base in Georgia. And we had started to get, on the reserve side, C-130Js, which is at the time, it was the newest of the new. They were like 80 inches longer fuselage, 6-bladed propellers instead of the 4 blades that the H models had. That's what was at Pope. My second base was Hill, just north of Salt Lake City. That was an F-16 base. Yeah, it was an F-16 base. That's essentially all I really worked on there. We did work on, well, no matter where I was, we did work on what was called transient aircraft that were using the location as a fuel stop. I'll talk about the transient aircraft after I'm done. My third base and my last base was Kadena Air Base in Japan. There I worked on F-15s and then also worked on KC-135s. So on one side of the airfield was the fighter squadron, other side was they had C-130s, they had AC-130s, the ones with the guns. They had the KC-135 tankers, and then we also had a bunch of like Navy and Marine aircraft there too. So I got to work on, I can't remember what it was called. It's that damn AWACS thing. I've worked on God, I cannot remember the name of it now. Yeah, Navy AWACS. Yeah. If you hear it, you weren't its intended target. I've worked on H-860 helicopters. I'm trying to think of just what was stationed there. Transient aircraft. Let's see. I've worked on C-17 cargo planes. I've worked on C-5s. I have worked on 747s. I've worked on several Cessnas. I've worked on Pipers. My career field was aircraft structural maintenance. But you worked on Vipers? Well, the Viper is an F-16. That was the Hill Air Force Base one. I never got to touch F-35s because they were still in testing when I was in. The 22s were also brand new when I got in. So my career field being structures didn't really... My career field at one time split into structures and LO, low observable, which is all the stealth crap. Funny because from what I understand, a few years ago they re-merged everything, so everyone's back together again. Yeah. When I was at Hill, I actually got to work on some museum aircraft from the Hill Air Force Base Museum. So from that, I have a P-51 Mustang, I have a Navy Corsair, and I have an SR-71 Blackbird, along with a Navy CB drone. So those are the 4 museum aircraft that I've worked on. I think what else? There is a static display outside the pararescue building at Pope Army Airfield now of a 2-seater, I believe they called it the Bird Dog. It was an aircraft used during Vietnam, and they would go up and fly over the treetops and look for like enemy positions or something. Do I miss working on them? I mean, it was fun to work on them. However, I don't miss the hours.